I just missed um, my lesson again, and I'm the teacher. Uh, so that's good. I I work at a language center, and I missed the first day I had actually because I forgot. Because it's on a Saturday morning, which is a bit unusual, I guess. Um, Although that's not really the reason. I just forget things because I think it's because I have ADHD. And yeah, the I got I remembered the second Saturday, but the third Saturday, this one, or is it the fourth? I think it's the third. I just forgot. I went to bed thinking, oh, I just have classes in the afternoon like normal. And then I woke up like la 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 la. I didn't know what day it was. I wasn't thinking about what day it was. It just wasn't in my brain. And then I checked my phone and I had a bunch of well, I just had a note I had do not disturb on and it said there was a notification from my boss and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then it hit me, oh my god. And I realized it's Saturday. And I couldn't quite believe it and yeah. But and I cried a little bit, just out of stress. I cried, um, and I screamed a little bit and punched the walls and because I couldn't believe it and I didn't know what to do. I mean, how do you explain that? Oh, sorry, I didn't I I just didn't know what day it was. Um, but my here's my thing. I mean, look, I am sorry. I'm sorry because it's not fair. It's not fair on the company that the kids come in and then they think, "Oh, this company's terrible," when it's not their fault, it's my fault entirely. And it's not fair on the kids. Although they did have I assume that a teacher came in and covered them, so, you know. But it's not fair that they go home and tell their parents that they had to wait for like 10 minutes and then it's like, well, we didn't know he was we didn't know he was like this, sorry. He didn't tell us he had ADHD. So yeah, I feel bad, obviously. But it's not, I don't feel as bad as I feel, just, yeah, I don't know how I feel really. But, I guess a lot of self-hate. But to be honest, it's not my fault. It's really not my fault. Okay, because you know why I think that? Because no part of me wanted that to happen. Um, you understand? So my boss just replied to me there. I flicked the notification away. I'll read it afterwards. No part of me wanted that to happen. So how sorry can I really feel? Like I said, I don't often cry. Well, I do when I watch films and stuff, but I cried because I was so stressed out. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm just lazy and disorganized. Oh, whatever happens, happens, bro. No, I cried because I was so scared. No part of me wanted to miss that lesson. And yet it happened because I just didn't. My brain doesn't work. It just doesn't work properly when it comes to this stuff. I didn't know what day it was, and it's not like I think, oh, I should know what day it is. It doesn't go into my head. It's like if I told you why aren't you thinking it's like if I told you why aren't you thinking of the purple calculator, you'd be like, sorry, what? Purple calculator? What are you talking about? That's what it's like. It's like it's not that it's like I don't even know I would have to set a reminder on my phone to remind myself to check what day it is. That's the level we're talking. And I have so many reminders on my phone, but clearly not enough. So I don't feel that much like it's my fault, and because it's like someone else has just done something they've just missed because like I said no part of me wanted to miss today. It's like another fucking person has just missed today, and I wake up and I have to deal with the consequences of like, oh shit, I've just missed the day again. I can't fucking believe it, you know? And now I have to deal. That's how it feels. It feels like it's not me doing it because no part of me wants to do that. You understand? Now, how do I explain that to someone? Especially these fucking old people, not all old people, but some, or just middle-aged people, working class people, not all, but some, they just don't, they think it's bullshit. They think ADHD is just like this myth. And it's just like, oh, you're just disorganized and lazy and you just suck. And you don't care and you need to get better. And it's like, I believed that for my whole life. And that's why I'm a little bit fucked up. And I have so many reminders and alarms going off on my phone all the time. And that's why I'm so focused on myself and make so many videos about myself, about self-improvement and about how bad I am as a person. Because I believed that shit. I was like, oh, I just need to lock in and try harder. I just need to be more like everyone else. There's obviously something in my brain which is just not trying hard enough. I just need to study other people and just fucking lock in more, lock in more. And then you realize, no, they're not even doing that. These other people, their brains are just different. They don't have to fucking, if they have work the next day, they don't just forget about it like I do. There is something wrong with my brain, okay? It's just fucking true. It's called ADHD, and the main symptom is disorganization. I can't help that. Part of my brain is just not there. That's just true. And all these people who just think it's my fault. It's not my fault. It's like you're telling someone who has one leg, they need to try harder in the running race. It's like that's what it's like. It's like, okay, well, yeah, sure, I guess theoretically they could try hard enough. They could train every fucking day of their life for years, and maybe with the right technology and money and training, maybe they could compete with the others. Maybe, probably not. You know? But because it's invisible and I can seem somewhat normal, then it goes under the radar and people get the wrong idea. And this doesn't just affect, whether I miss work or not. This affects fucking everything. Everything. There's a reason why when I go to work, I feel shit scared of walking into the office and saying good morning, everyone, and I just don't do it. Okay? It's because I have obviously incredibly low self-esteem. Because things like this happen. And then people tell me to blame myself. And I do. And then I think, well, you know what? I've made that mistake for the 10th time now. You know what? I don't really deserve to be alive. That's what it gets to. Okay? So you have to fucking recognize this as a disorder. Because it is. Back that video I made. And I have to say, I seem like... I feel like I look very relaxed and calm in that video, and I also feel it just looks like I'm lying. It looks like I'm just a dude who's just literally lying in bed, just making up excuses and doesn't really care. And to be honest, yeah, it's gotten to the point where I don't care that much. Because I can't tell you, like, I would have blamed myself for so long, and I would have just been, like, scrambling to try and understand what the hell is wrong with me, and why do I keep making these mistakes, and trying to prepare, and trying to make sure it doesn't happen again, and I still try and make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm actually waiting to see if they've taken me off of that, part of the week, or if they're just gonna fire me, in which case I don't need to prepare to remember Saturdays, because I might not have to actually work Saturdays anymore. That's what I'm waiting for right now. But my point is, yeah, like it looks like I don't care. I can see that on my face when I watch the videos back, so I don't blame people if they think that. Um, but like I said, I cried out of stress, and that's not me just like being this like exaggerating like performance or whatever. It's like, no, that was genuinely horrible. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to respond to my boss, how to explain myself. Because imagine if you miss a day of work and you say that's never going to happen again, and then the next week you just do it again. How would you feel? You're like, how do I even explain what just happened? I don't even understand it myself. Why didn't I just set an alarm? I just forgot. Like, that's not a good enough reason. Do you know what I mean? So, how do I explain myself? Like, but yeah, it's gotten to the point where I don't kind of care that much anymore because, like, it's not my fucking fault. And that's what this whole video is about. That's probably why I seem calm at some points, because I'm not just gonna berate the shit out of myself. Like, because it's just not normal. Most people don't have to deal with this. It's just obvious.